Hello, it is Direct Mail Monday, May 10th, 2021. Steve Sipress here, and today I'm sharing this piece. Oh, I should not share it. It's confidential. I shouldn't be sharing this. This is for my eyes only, confidential. I don't know why I'm broadcasting this to the world. Surely I jest. So what this is one of these premium envelopes. Obviously, it costs more than a plain white number 10 envelope, which if that's what you're using to mail stuff to people and you're wondering why you think direct mail doesn't work, Steve, it's because nobody wants to open that stuff. But lots of people want to open this stuff. So yeah, it costs you a little bit more, but your response rates, or at least your open rates, hopefully what's on the inside gets a response, it's bound to, goes way up. It's bound to be higher than mailing something people are just going to chuck right away or open with complete disinterest. This thing people are opening with now. Do I really believe that people believe this is some confidential, for my eyes only, ooh ah, super special thing? Like, you know, some people do, but I'm gonna say not likely. I don't know. I don't know the odds. I just know. Come on now. I mean, one telltale sign is it's a bulk rate mail. Where is it? Here we are. It's pre-sort standard rate. So it's sent by the cheap bulk rate. If it was really something personal and confidential to me only, first of all, they'd send it in a FedEx, or they'd have me sign for it, certified mail or something, or whatever, or they'd notify me it's coming, or I'd know it's coming, right? So this, but they carry the theme throughout, right? So they do a good job here. It's confidential contents are for Stephen Cypress only, and that's called variable printing, folks. As long as you're printing my name and address over here, you might as well print it again here to make it seem like, ooh, ah, it is for me personally. Oh, and look, I'm pre-approved for something. And so that sounds like, wow, they looked me up and they pre-approved me. And electronic service requested, I don't know what that means. They're going to email it to me. I don't know. But you can see it's a pitch for life insurance from Mutual of Omaha. It's really all it is, right? But, and I can't, oh, and they carry it through on the other side too. Open immediately. They're adding some urgency to the secrecy, the curiosity of, ooh, what's so confidential? I got to find out. Now they're adding urgency. You got to open immediately. Response requested within 10 days. And then here's more confidentiality copy right here. Uh, Please open only if you are the addressee. Oh, because it's confidential for me only. So here I am. What do you know? I'm going to break all the rules and share it with anyone who wants to see all over the world. Oh, and here's another thing here. I have my specific personal pre-approved code. 2151 ooh ah barcode ooh ah with the arrow, like, oh yeah, see, it's personal confidential for me only. And then I can just tell you, do I have to tell you that when I open this up, let's get out the old Rhino letter opener. Rhino of the day, the old Rhino letter opener. 2-inch thick skin, nothing bothers this Rhino letter opener. No matter what it opens, doesn't bother it. Where was I? Yeah. Um, Normally I wouldn't open this. Just a typical pitch for life insurance. And I can't imagine, I was going to say, I can't imagine there's really anything confidential. I mean, obviously there isn't with a pre-sort stamp on it, a bulk rate, but couldn't really be something confidential from a life insurance company unless somehow they had gotten a hold of my DNA and ran it through a test and found that I have some horrible incurable disease like AIDS that I don't want anybody to know, or something like, ooh, ah. So it got to be confidential. But first of all, if I do have a disease like that, geez, it's not as easy to open as I thought it might be. Whatever. The whole world can know. Like, why would I not share such a thing? Like, I'm an open book. But anyway, it's all just meant to get the curiosity. Curiosity, which I often share, is, in my opinion, the number one way to get anything opened. An email, to stop the scroll, as they say in a Facebook feed. If you're running a Facebook ad, you got to stop that scroll. So curiosity. Oh, the number one way to this, or the five secrets to that, or are you making this mistake with whatever? So it's something that gets people to look, that gets their attention, right? It's the first step. So confidential, pre-approval, open only, addressee only. What am I, Tom Cruise? Oh, a Mission Impossible. Like it's only for me. It's going to self-destruct in 5 seconds. And then sure enough, it is just your typical life insurance thing. I gotta cross out my address here on the inside also, although it's not like, I don't know why I need to show this. I mean, trust me, this is just a typical pitch for life insurance here, right? So they're using the variable printing again. Steve Sipress, you can get 5, 10, 7, 15, 10, 7, 5, or 3,000, $3,000 worth of life insurance. Like, honey, what? Pay the phone bill for a few months. Like, what? But anyway, I digress. But then there's my name and address there, which normally you would think it showed through the window. How about that? It's in pretty much the same spot as it was on the envelope, but not a window envelope. Anyway, but it's just, complete the sections, enclose your check or money order to start your policy. So they're asking for the sale. Their call to action right there. I wish to apply. And in yellow, I have enclosed that check or money order. Boom, the call to action. Fill this all out. Look at the tables to see how much I can get. It's all just typical, and then they got to have the gobbledygook legal mumbo jumbo stuff, and then they have the sales letter. Dear Steven Cypress, here's why you should buy life insurance right now today from an envelope, and here's everything you need to know. And oh, that's smart. If you're undecided, read this before you toss it, in other words. So you might want to have something like that. On the in the internet, it's called an exit pop-up, right? You ever do that? You go to a website and you're going to leave the website, something pops up and goes, wait, don't leave. We'll make you a special offer. Subscribe to this newspaper for only $1 for 6 months or whatever. It's an exit offer. So here is like, hey, don't leave. If you're undecided, we got something special, and they're very smart to include some social proof, some testimonials here, even though I don't know the people. Studies show that people like to see reviews. They like to see feedback on eBay and reviews on Amazon and Yelp and Google and testimonials. They like to see that other people say something other than you, of course, saying your product or service is fantastic. So if you have questions, call us toll free before you toss the whole thing out. So that's about it. A whole bunch of stuff here, including the old number 9 envelope, the old paid return address envelope that I can enclose my check or money order and put in my pre-approved for $3,000 worth of life insurance. I wonder if that would even last until it came in the mail. But there it is, folks. Curiosity. Specialized envelopes. They come in all shapes and sizes. The fake, overnight mailer, priority mailer, confidential mailer, that kind of stuff, right? Phil Brayfield is here. Great to see you, Phil. He pops up with a question just before I was going to click goodbye. Way to go, Phil. Great timing. What do you got? Phil's always got something great to add. Phil says, I can't remember what the studies reveal about which position gets the most conversions when a row of options like those amounts are displayed, but the numbers all seem small. Yeah, I agree. That's why I defaulted to the 3 being ridiculous, but even a 15, totally ridiculous. 15,000, especially if you consider where this is mailed to, an affluent neighborhood. I mean, I get mailings for like, if you want to buy a Lamborghini, I mean, probably that much a month just to lease a Lamborghini. Like, I don't think a mailing to this neighborhood of $15,000 being the highest choice. Now, studies do show the choice in the middle is most accepted. Look at that. They do the same thing on this page as I'm looking at it, holding that thing up. There it is again. Can we see it? There are the choices again. Oh, it's because I'm pre-approved for 3, 5, 7, 10, 15. And if I'm between the ages of 45 and 85. Pretty big range, pretty good chance I am. And then, yeah, look at that. Even the chart has those figures on it. Here's how much 15,000. Can I get it in focus? Here's how much 15,000 will cost. 10,000, 7,000, 5,000, 3,000. So those really are the only five options. I will say that a lot of times the way these work is they lock you in, they sign you up for some minimal amount. Boy, they say it again at the top, five choices, 15, 7, 5, whatever. Say that all over, but they get you in for the 5 or 10 grand, and then they start marketing to you. They start sending you letters, hey, you can upgrade. Look at it, they did it again on this page. Pretty serious, Phil, about these five choices, 15, 10, 7, 5, 3. That's it. But like I say, to a bulk mailing, which, I've been pre-approved, in other words, anyone with a pulse who gets this is pre-approved. Maybe that's the most they want to pre-approve, it's 15, but then they rate you, insurance term based on your application, and they see your age, are you a smoker, are you this, that, whatever, and they might want to approve you now and send you some marketing to get 100,000, 500,000, a million, 10 million, to get some meaningful amount of insurance, but they're going to get you in with this is known as the Ascension Model, right? It's like when you get an offer to buy a $7 ebook, and then they're going to try and sell you the $5,000 program or the $25,000 this or that, but they start you with the $47 ebook or something, right? So here, they just want to get you in the door. They just want to make a sale. Okay, the easiest customer to sell to is a current customer. Right now, I'm not a customer or a client or a patient or a member or whatever you want to call it of Mutual of Omaha. So not easy to sell me. I already tossed the thing. That's the second time. I tossed it. I got it back out. I tossed it again. But if I bought the thing, the odds of me buying more insurance from them go absolutely through the roof, sky high. So Phil, that's just my 2 cents. I believe they're using the Ascension model. They're just trying to make that first purchase at an extremely minimal amount. All right, let's look at the chart even. Come on now. What's the cost going to be? $30 a month or some nonsense? So if I'm the highest, an 85-year-old male, and I want 15,000, it's 250 a month. But if I'm the lowest, a 45-year-old female, and I want 3,000, it's $8.80 a month. So right in the middle, 38.80, 46.50, 42, 36. So $40 a month, an easy sale. I enclose my check or money order for $42, right? I think that's a pretty easy way to get me in the door. And then they're going to start marketing me going, 7,000 worth of life insurance. What the heck's that going to give you? The average, funeral costs this much, and the this costs that, and the whatever, and the who, and the how, and the what, and you need more, right? So instead of trying to get me to send in a check for $6,842 to get whatever normal amount of life insurance would make a difference in my life, or my wife Michelle's life as it is, kind of the nature of the product, right? I buy it, but I will never personally enjoy my own life insurance unless, the whole life has a cash value. I could sell it anyway. Getting too much in the weeds, but does that help, Phil? I think the studies show, which is a great point, that people will take the middle of a donation to a charity when you list, please give any amount, like check the box, $5, $20, $100, $500, $1,000. They'll go out, $100. And the same thing here. Likely they'll go right to the middle. 7,000. Look, it's only $42, Mary. Let's send it in. Boom. That's what the studies show. But in this case, I really believe they're not trying to sell anybody $7,000 worth of life insurance. I know, everyone knows that's ridiculous. But they are, I believe, using the foot in the door strategy, the Ascension model. Get somebody as a customer, then sell more to them, right? And that works in all kinds of businesses, folks. As always, my messages, they're not just for selling insurance. They're for selling just about anything. You want to get people with an easy first sale, because that's just the tip of the iceberg, and 90% of all the money you're going to get is in the lifetime value of that customer, client, patient, member. But you can't get to that 90% if you don't make that initial sale. So make it easy on yourself, like this one. Hey, $40 check to Mutual of Omaha, honey, let's do it, whatever. And then possibly even have someone visit, phone calls, now send a FedEx package. I mean, now they'll pull out all the stops to get me to buy some real meaningful amount. My 2 cents. I'm not going to test it, by the way. I could send in a check for $8.80 if I was a 30-year-old woman at my age, $50 or whatever. I'm not going to test it, but I believe that's what's happening there. It's not my first rodeo. I've seen a whole bunch, and I've helped a whole bunch of people do this kind of marketing. I believe that's what's being done. Hopefully that helps you, Phil, and anybody else who's here and was not here live, and you have a question, as always, just post it. Wherever you're watching this or listening to it or reading it, I always respond when appropriate. I love your input. I love the back and forth. Beats the heck out of me talking to myself. However, that's it for today. I'm going to go back and talk to myself, you guys and gals and everyone else. Oh, and all the other 17,000 million genders that are out there. Enjoy the rest of your day, your morning, your afternoon, wherever you are. And I will catch you again back here tomorrow. On Topical Tuesday, that's the day that I dip into something in the news and I talk about it and usually include a business lesson or two from it. So thanks everyone being here today, and I will catch you tomorrow. Over and out. Bye-bye.